Malaysians condemn U.S. immigration ban. Tan Sri Anwar Musa turns himself in at MACC headquarters. Hi, I'm Daniel Bakri, and you're watching Cuppa News. Demonstrators gathered outside the U.S. Embassy in Kuala Lumpur to show their disappointment of America's immigration ban on citizens from 7 Muslim countries. The group, comprising of members of political parties and NGOs, started congregating at about 2:30 p.m. The protest lasted for about an hour.
Kalau katakan Donald Trump ban sesebuah negara atas bahawa orangnya beragama Buddha, kita juga akan datang sini membantah juga. So ini bukan perkara kita hanya mempertahankan hak orang Islam, tetapi kita mempertahankan hak semua rakyat seluruh dunia, tak kira bangsa.
A lot of people in Malaysia and around the world for many years in the past, our elder brothers and sisters have stood up against this kind of selective discrimination, and we are with them in spirit and in text and in action.
Last week, U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order blocking entry to citizens from Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen, and placing an indefinite hold on Syrian refugees. The group also handed over a memorandum to an embassy staff. The ban has sparked protests from different parts of the world, including Belgium, Italy, and Mexico. A 77-year-old senior citizen received the ang pao of his life after winning the 27.4 million ringgit Sports Toto 4D jackpot. The former civil servant betted on the numbers 8483 and 1191 that were drawn on January 18th. The numbers were his car registration number and the date of the September 11th terror attack in the United States 16 years ago. The winner said in a statement that he would use the money to pay his elder sister's nursing home fee and save the remaining money in the bank. After 4 hours of being questioned by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission this morning, Tan Sri Anwar Musa remains optimistic about the probe on a possible discrepancy in a sponsorship deal when he was MARA chairman and Kelantan Football Association president. The suspended MARA chairman said he would give full cooperation to the MACC over claims by the Crown Prince of Johor, Tunku Ismail Sultan Ibrahim, that he was spending public money from MARA to sponsor the Football Association.
Saya berpendapat saya duty bound, saya bertanggungjawab untuk memberikan sepenuh kerjasama dan Alhamdulillah saya ucap terima kasih hari ini saya datang dan pihak SPRM telah membuat penyiasatan agak lama, you menunggu kan, dan saya cuba memberi apa-apa juga maklumat yang ada dalam pengetahuan saya to the best of my ability, dan saya on standby kalau ada lagi SPM perlukan lagi saya datang dengan untuk apa-apa sebab saya bersedia.
He also said that the episode will not affect his bid for the president post in the Football Association of Malaysia. MARA announced Anwar's temporary removal as MARA chairman pending findings of an internal audit. Meanwhile, Red Shirts leader Datuk Sri Jamal Yunus appeared at the Ampang Magistrates Court facing possible accusations of trespassing and theft at a purported gambling outlet in Taman Kosas in Ampang in December. He was remanded for 5 days to assist police investigations into the offences where the premises owner claimed that items from the outlet went missing after Jamal's visit. Jamal was arrested yesterday while 9 of his friends were detained the day before. He took the law into his own hands when he and his friends raided the outlet he claimed that the Selangor government had failed to clamp down on. He even brought media personnel along during the raid. In a shooting incident at a high-rise building in Jalan Chowkit, Kuala Lumpur, 2 people were killed and found at the 16th floor of the building. It is learned that the duo was involved in an argument before the man shot down his ex-wife at about 3 p.m. today. The man then killed himself during the incident at Menara Sentara. Police said they are determining the motive that led to the incident. Yet another Jom Bantu Rakyat or Let's Help the People program by the government, this time to improve the infrastructure of fishing villages in Kuala Selangor. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak launched a program at SK Kuala Selangor, the second such initiative in less than 3 weeks. He also pledged an allocation of 1.5 million ringgit to develop the Alu fishing hub and the fisheries sector in Kuala Selangor.
Jom bantu rakyat ni, satu program jenamanya sudah semakin dapat diterima oleh rakyat. Saya telah lancarkan program yang pertama di Desa Pandan, Wilayah Persekutuan. Ini kali kedua saya datang ke Kuala Selangor, dan program ni kita harap jalan berterusan ya. Jadi mana ada rakyat yang memerlukan bantuan, kita boleh persesuaikan bantuan tu ya. Inilah yang saya kata targeted assistance. Yang untung ialah rakyat yang memerlukan bantuan. Inilah yang kita utamakan.
Under the program, the residents in the lower income bracket in Kuala Selangor will be given money to repair their homes or have their homes repainted or furnished. In other news, Education Minister Datuk Sri Madzir Khalid cleared the air over a circular from the ministry. He said that the circular that warned headmasters, teachers, and parents of school-going children that a drug called Strawberry Quick was being distributed in schools was a fake. The circular, dated January 27th, even had the signature of the ministry acting head of student affairs. The State Reform Party Sarawak, or STAR, announced its intention to contest in the Tanjung Datu by-election. At the press conference, STAR President Lina Su, however, declined to reveal who will be running against Barisan Nasional candidate Puan Sri Jamilah Anu, the widow of the late Chief Minister Tan Sri Adenan Satem. Su only said that either she or 3 other top party leaders would be the candidates for the party. Polling day will be held on February 18th. The search for the victims of the catamaran tragedy near Pulau Mengalum off Sabah last Saturday has been narrowed down to 2,990 square nautical miles. The catamaran was overloaded with 28 people, mainly Chinese tourists, when it capsized after departing from the Tanjung Aru jetty in Kota Kinabalu for Pulau Mengalum. All but 6 victims have been found during the round-the-clock search operation. Some 350 personnel are taking part in the operation, with 6 ships, 8 boats, and 7 aircraft deployed. In world news, an independent council team attempted to raid the South Korean presidential office in Seoul, only to be blocked access. Officials from the presidential office said that the premises could not be searched because it is a facility with classified documents related to military and security matters. They said they would instead provide documents as requested by prosecutors. The prosecutor office has been investigating impeached President Park Geun-hye's links to a scandal involving her aide Choi Soon-sil, who allegedly solicited business corporations to donate to foundations to support Park's policy initiatives. The prosecutor said that they would seek the cooperation of acting President Hwang Kyo-an in getting access to search the presidential office. Still in Seoul, U.S. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis met South Korean leaders during his official visit, reassuring them of steadfast U.S. support.
North Korea continues to launch missiles, develop its nuclear weapons program, and engage in threatening rhetoric and behavior. Any attack on the United States or on our allies will be defeated, and any use of nuclear weapons would be met with a response that would be effective and overwhelming.
South Korean Defense Minister Han Min-koo said that Mattis's visit and condemnation of North Korea's nuclear and firearm program would be the strongest warning to the South Korean rival. Mattis also visited another U.S. ally, Japan, during his Pacific trip. Uber Technologies Incorporated continues to run into problems with authorities in Asia, which are imposing fines on the ride-hailing service provider. Despite the company taking more than 15 million trips in Taiwan, the authorities there have imposed 46.8 million ringgit in fines as higher penalties took effect in January. With that, the company threatened to halt its operation in Taiwan beginning on February 10th, saying that it hoped that the announcement will reset conversation with the ministry and prompt Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen to take action. The Ministry of Transportation and Communications said Uber had paid 9.7 million ringgit so far. The company faces similar problems in Macau, Japan, and South America. Last month, an Argentine court in Buenos Aires ruled that Uber was not allowed to operate in the country, with the prosecutor's office asking the court to jail Uber executives who ignored court orders and continued the so-called illegal business. We leave you all with a simple yet lovely song that US President Donald Trump's 3-year-old granddaughter Arabella learned to wish Chinese people around the world a happy Chinese New Year.